Good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, y'all, it's a foggy, rainy, gloomy kind of day. Very wet outside.
Oh.
It's supposed to clear out a little bit later, but it's been like this all weekend.
Mm-hmm. We have a possibility of snow, so they say. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I think it's a little too warm for it to... I mean, if it snows, it's going to be like the flurries, but I don't think it's actually going to stick.
Yeah, I don't see it sticking, but the wind chill is supposed to be down there, so we'll see what that all brings and everything else like that. It's nice and toasty in the basement, though.
Yeah, next to the fire. It's nice. We've had a really good, relaxing weekend, had a lot of downtime because of the weather that we've had.
No.
But it's gotten us a chance to, I guess, get some of our things in order. That's not necessarily the easiest to film, but necessary steps in order to progress to the next steps forward.
Yep.
Because right now we are still working on our deck build, as you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
The last time we were working out there was with White Rock Homestead, which thanks again, Tara and Jason, for all your help.
Thank you.
But the last time we were working, we basically worked ourselves out of materials.
Mm-hmm. I have a bit. I've got a little bit of screws left. I got some blocking that's already cut and everything, but the amount of screws, I'm not going to be able to finish the blocking.
Right. So
I'll be literally up there, and in a matter of maybe 10-20 minutes I'll be out of screws.
Yeah, so we're at the point where it's you can get maybe 20 minutes of work done and we need materials. So this weekend I took advantage of being able to have that downtime and rest and recoup. So thank you guys for all the love, care, prayer, support, concern and everything. I am feeling much better. The medicine is working its way through my body. I've made some necessary changes. Got to follow up later on this week, but I'm feeling so much better. So we should still be able to continue to progress, but I really needed that downtime. And while I was taking the downtime, Gary was figuring out the numbers and different things, because we know we got to go on a supply run in order to continue building up. Because the goal for the end of this month is to have the roof part of the decking connected into our existing roof and have it ice and water shield out.
Yep.
So, and that'll be so nice, because even right now when it's raining and whatnot, we'd be able to be sitting outside and not be wet. All of our furniture wouldn't be wet unless it's that sideways
rain or whatever, right? Yeah. But it definitely is going to be a lot nicer once we get that done. And we've been discussing a lot of things, and we changed our mind again.
Who'd have thunk we'd do that? Who would have thought we would change our minds again, right?
So you guys on Real Talk, I'll spill some beans for you guys, because you guys are the true MVPs. You guys always end up watching Real Talks and then Simple Life, and you guys are always...
y'all are invested.
So we'll keep you guys in the loop of everything. So, as we were talking on the last live and whatnot, I showed you guys that back roof aspect for the porch, how it's going to be
drawing for it.
And a triangle type thing. And this weekend I was trying to draw it all out and try to do it dimensionally and everything off of the posts that I have and where the posts are and how everything is going to line up. And I could do it where it's shorter and everything and not landing onto the post per se, right? But it just won't look right. It just wouldn't, I'm OCD crazy, and it will bug the heck out of me if I do it that way.
Yeah. So
in order for us to do it perfectly, all the posts are set at 10 foot 3 inches, so it would be 30 feet gap to be able to land perfectly on the post and center it on the house and everything else like that. And the house is only 33 feet. So that doesn't leave that much off the ends. It's going to be this huge triangle thing.
Yes.
And it's going to look really funky with the wings going off to the side and just have a lot more into it than, I'm ready for it, but it would take a lot more work.
Well, we were thinking originally, right, we were going to have this A-frame with my arm. Imagine my arm being part of the roof
Yep.
for above the deck as well. So it was going to be like a smaller A-frame with these wings kind of going off to where our kickers are and spreading out that way. Well, because again, Gary was getting numbers together because we need to do a supply run and figuring everything out. He's like, man, you know, the lining of the things up, instead of it being like this, it's just going to be one giant triangle.
Which we could do it the 10-foot, right? The 10-foot span, but just look funky with the size of that, the roof and the size of the house and everything else. And I'd rather have it be bigger than this small little thing, you know? Yeah.
And so because we just now figured that part out, we did make a change in plans.
Yep. So we're gonna ixnay the triangle on the back deck, and we're gonna just have it be a flat roof.
Yeah.
In the front, we're still gonna do the triangle because it's not gonna be as difficult or crazy or anything else like that. That should be pretty straightforward, and we'll be able to tie into the overhangs a lot easier and everything else like that. So it should be pretty straightforward, and we'd be able to definitely stay on our timeline of what we were hoping to be able to get to by the end of this February. So we're hoping to be able to get it fully sheathed, ice and water shield, ready for basically the same as our roof by the end of February. So that way we can start working on the front end.
Yeah, because we still got to build the mud room and everything in the front. And like Gary was saying, that is still going to have the triangle kind of coming off of it. And that is only 100% for aesthetics. That's not for any kind of anything other than that. It's just because we thought it was going to look nice. However, this back area, it's still going to look super nice without the triangle thing. And it's going to save us a lot of time for building because by the end of this month of February, we would like to have that deck area with the roof connecting into our existing roof, ice and water shielded. And
basically ready for the metal at that point.
Ready for the metal. Now, again, we are not going to have the composite wood down on that deck yet because that's going to be another long process. And right now, our biggest goal is getting the metal up on the roof because we have until about the end of April until the ice and water shield really needs to be covered up. We need to get it done like closer towards the beginning of April in all reality. But if it's like towards the end of April, that's okay too. The metal needs to be on our building in April. And we have to have this roofing done. And then we have to have the front roofing done. And we still have to build that whole room, do the foundation, dig the holes, the concrete, like you name it. We still have to do all of that over there on that side. Because as you guys know, there's just the front door kind of floating in the air over there. So
yeah,
there's a lot of work to do on the front end too. So the sooner that we can get, this back area, this back deck covered and connecting into our roof, the better, because then we'll be able to go over to the other side and then build that whole room and go from there. So we're very, very busy right now, but we are taking it one day at a time and making adjustments as needed. For different things. Another reason why we decided to go away with like the A-frame too is the time that it's going to take us to build that, and us being on the time restraint of wanting to have that connected in by the end, by the end of this month. We only got like another 2 weeks left until then, and that's a lot of work to do in 2 weeks. And we're still bouncing around, trying to go and help out Mama V, trying to, do everything that we have to do here, doing supply runs, and, bebopping with this weather and only getting so many good days to actually get out there and get after it. So,
so it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We've got quite a bit planned out already. We've, got a good idea of what's going on. I've got that order list together and we'll be able to rock and roll this week.
Yeah, today actually we're going to go out and do our supply run because Gary did get it together yesterday and it's ready for pickup. So I'm going to spend the morning while it's kind of raining. The rain is supposed to clear out this afternoon. So we're going to pretty much stay here at the house. I'm going to finish out some editing and stuff that I got for you guys on the back end, catch you guys up to where we currently are with the decking. I got day 2 of when White Rock Homestead was out here. Yeah. And so I'm going to do my best to get that all edited out for you guys and put that out later on today. And then as soon as I get that done, then we're going to go do our supply run, go pick up all of our things, and then head back and get to work and
get back to work and get it rolling. I don't know if we're going to be able to get anything up there today. We do have today pretty jam-packed and whatnot, but it is supposed to be raining and everything, so tomorrow should be good. Yeah. We should be able to get on it pretty good tomorrow. We'll have the materials here on hand and everything to be able to start tackling this thing.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got like 3 days of good days this week, and then we're going to have another rainstorm. It's just that time. Yeah. So we have essentially tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday to get some stuff done around here and be building up on that. We are still trying to fit Mama V's roofing in there because we got to put the metal up on her building still. But right now, honestly, it's a timing situation because Gary can't go over there and do it by himself. No. We can't have him going out there and doing it in the rain either. And so it has to be a time when the 3 dudes can get up there on the roof and work together. Now, because of other jobs and other obligations, there's only certain days that we can do that. And those days would usually be like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And this Wednesday is Valentine's Day, so that's not happening. Thursday, I've got doctor's appointment, like follow-ups and stuff to go do. And I think Thursday we're going to spend some time going over to my mom's house and helping her out with some of her, like, her honey-do list. It's just a few small things that she needs done around her house. But like her sliding glass door is really sticky, and there's a couple other little things that she wants some help with. So we're going to go, since we can't really do anything that day because my doctor's appointments and stuff are going to be like right in the middle of the day. Yep. We're going to go over to mom's and like go help her out. And then we should be able, so tomorrow and Wednesday, definitely going to be able to get in a lot of work on our decking area. Thursday, I don't know, probably go to my mom's. And then Friday, we're expecting rain again. So this week, since Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday would be the only time that we'd be able to go to Mama V's, I don't think it's going to happen this week for Mama V's, unfortunately. No. But it's okay. She's at a really good standstill spot to where it's going to have to just hold off. It just has to, because we're doing the very best that we can.
Yep.
So
it's getting there day by day on everybody, you know. Yeah. So,
but it's got to work out for the timing for all of the guys to be able to be together because of safety, and then also because they have a really good flow right now, like Drew and Mike and Gary, and even like Gumby and stuff being on the ground and everything like that. Like the flow of everything is so good. You don't really want to break that too much, and it's the perfect amount of people. You need at least that many people. And so so I think we're not going to be able to get over to her place until next week. And I still have footage that I have to put out for you guys of the last time that we were working over there. But I think I'm going to hold off on some of that until we kind of put the cherry on top and finish it all up, because we have so much stuff going on right now too. Yeah. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hold off on that for you guys. But if you guys want to go and check it out, definitely go check out Possum Run Homestead and go see what she's got going on over there. Make sure to check out White Rock Homestead. They've been helping out everybody out here. They've been over at David's at Come On Homesteading. Yep. And we get sneak peeks because we're buddies. And man, they have put in so much hard work over there.
They've put in a lot. It looks so good.
It does.
So good.
So good. I'm excited for all of that. Yeah, we've got so much moving parts, guys, going on right now, and we're just taking everything day by day. We definitely are feeling a little bit of the pressure, though, because, again, by the end of this month, we need to have all of that stuff done, but I know that we should be able to do it. We just have to be very time management oriented and, keep our plan and stick to it. And every single day, I swear, is allocated for this month. We have no free time right now. So,
unfortunately, but at the same time, fortunately.
Yeah, no, we're fortunate.
It's one of those things where it definitely gets you looking back at things, and it just like puts you in awe, you know, from where we've gotten or where we've come and everything else like that. And it still puts me in awe every time when we look around anywhere, you know, even look out at the deck, and it's like what we've gotten done. I'm like, that looks so good.
It looks so good.
I like it.
Every another step is like a big step. We're at that point too, where it's like every single thing that we're doing is getting us just that much closer to the finish, that much closer to the finish. It's very exciting, and it definitely makes me very proud and everything. But at the same time, and we're trying not to be anxious or anything, which we're not. If you have a good plan and you manage your time right, then it's always possible. But we're just looking at the amount of stuff that we have to do and the things that are going on in our life, and we know that by the end of April, we need to have metal up there, and we still have to do all that and then build the mudroom in the front. Plus, in March, we're going to be taking off a little bit of time, not too much time, but we are going to be taking off some time, and we're going to go back to the West Coast.
Oh.
We've got a very good friend of ours that's getting married, so we're actually traveling out there for a wedding, but since we're going all the way to the West Coast and we haven't seen Gary's family in so long, we're going to make it a family trip and go and see Gary's family.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be loads of fun. I've got a niece and a nephew that I haven't seen, you know, and I haven't seen my family in a good portion of them in like 4 or 5 years, you know.
Yeah.
And my parents have seen them, about 3 years ago, but it's been a long time, and it's been a long time coming. You know, it's gonna be good.
I'm very excited, guys. I'm super duper excited.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be able to go and enjoy some good childhood memories and whatnot. I mean, we grew up in the West Coast area, you know, so it's gonna be loads of fun. My brother has been talking to me about snowboarding and everything out there, and I haven't been snowboarding in like 14 years, and kids have never gone snowboarding, and we're gonna have a good family day snowboarding and whatnot out while we're out there.
Yeah, why not? You know, and we're gonna go and see some different sites and stuff that the kids haven't seen, some nature things. Mm-hmm. But mostly we're going to be spending a lot of good quality time with your family, your brothers and your sisters and the nieces and the nephews, a couple of childhood friends of ours. We'll be creeping into Vegas just for a short trip to go see the wedding, the day before the wedding shenanigans, the wedding. And then like pretty much right after the wedding, we're going to boogie on home and try to get our butts back here, because we know that we're going to need like a day or two to recoup from having our butts sitting in a car for that long. And then we're going to have to immediately like slam back and get back to work. So our content next month should be a little bit different too, which I'm looking forward to. We're going to be traveling with you guys. We're going to be bringing you guys along for as much of it as possible. But yeah, we do have to consider all of these things when we're making our plans, as far as what needs to get done in order to get us to the metal on the roof. What are all of those tasks that need to be done? How long do those tasks take? What materials do we need? Do we need to go buy those materials? Do we have those things on hand? All these things are things that we have to consider and juggle along with family and YouTube and friends and rest, right? So I think that we have this weekend, having this pause and having this kind of break to get back and reflect and make a really good plan for all of that. I think we've got a really great way to move forward. Let's just hope that there's no major monkey wrenches in the plan. Right. That's the only thing.
Because we changed up the plan of everything, right? Because we've gotten this going the way it is, I can see us getting that done by February. If it tickles into March a little bit, it is what it is, you know, but I'm looking forward to it because we have a exciting thing that we get to look forward to, and we can just boogie. We can boogie towards that goal, you know.
So I'm not worried about this back deck taking us long.
No, and the front deck, I understand what you're saying.
The front part is the part that I'm kind of like, because in March, we plan to start and work on and finish that front area. And we all know, at least if you've been a viewer of our channel for any length of time, you guys know how long it takes us to build foundations. Foundations are our nemesis, and we are definitely going to have to be back at that. And it's not exactly a level area. And there's so much that needs to get done for that. We got to bring in some more dirt or whatever.
I'm going to see what I can do.
There's so much that needs to get done for that, and digging holes and laying concrete. And like, even when we did the playhouse, right? We spent days, literal days, doing the plumb bobber and measuring this and measuring that.
And here's the thing,
I'm like,
with the playhouse area, that was on a hill.
Yeah, that's kind of a hill though.
Well, yes and no. Like, that one's going to be a lot easier because it's more so like you're going out. You know what I mean? We have a solid base.
I believe you and I trust you. I just know
that. So it should be a lot easier, and it should be a lot more straightforward than.
I just know that the concrete part of the foundation is probably going to be like an entire week. It always is.
It's going to take about a week, yeah. We'll get it all set up, and I'm hoping that we can get the framing and that set up before we go on our trip, to where when we get back,
it's cured.
It's cured, but it's ready for us to move up like how we are right now for that.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're hoping for. But again, guys,
hopefully further, but
every single day is allocated right now. And when I say that, I do mean that there are some like free days for us to account for weather, for us to account for going and helping our friends and our family, and that. And we are allocating ourselves at least one day of rest every week. That's necessary, necessary. So I think that we have a very good plan. I think that we're able to be able to keep this thing moving forward. And, it sucks sometimes, but at the same time, I feel very thankful for how everything's played out.
Yep. I'm right there with you on that one.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, and how everything's panning out and going and working out. It should be pretty good. I'm stoked about this year.
Me too.
We got a lot going on this year. But
there is so much going on this year.
I'm stoked with what we're going to be able to accomplish and everything.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are stoked too, because that roof is going to be going.
Yeah.
Here really quick.
Pretty quickly. I mean, again, there's so many different things that you have to do and account for, so many different steps that you don't necessarily think about, but then once you start getting after it, then you're like, oh yeah, we got to do this too. Oh yeah, we got to do that too. Mm-hmm. And all those things take time, and it starts adding up, and you got to keep in consideration running for supplies, your physical limitations, weather, raising kids and YouTube and all of that stuff. It's not to say, anything like that's not like it's not going to get done. That's absolutely a reason why it is going to get done. It's because when you keep all those things into consideration, then you can map it out, and then you can actually make it happen. If you just go after stuff without any kind of plan whatsoever, then you're more than likely to end up into problems, and it's not going to work out that good. So
yep.
I like our mythology with it, or I like our methodology with it all.
Yeah.
So
should be pretty good. I'm excited about everything. It's all coming together really, really nicely. Everything's rolling out really nicely. We're not having to worry too much about a lot of things, It's moving pretty smoothly. It's moving pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with how everything's rolling. You know?
Well, friends, we're going to get after it. I got to get a video edited out for you guys on Simple Life Reclaimed for today. We're going to be back here on Real Talk tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Mm-hmm. But I hope that you guys have a wonderful day today. Keep your notifications turned on. There'll be a new video. We're going to catch you guys up to all the deck work that we've got going on right now. And then we'll bring you guys along. We're probably going to be vlogging some today, and try to bring you guys along to our new plans to the best of our ability for the back decking area. We'll probably talk to you guys about that on there as well. Yep. And so I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching today's episode. Stay tuned for more coming down the pipe. And until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.